Hey guys, my name is Loveless and we are here with this game, Seduce Me 2. So yeah, I was bored and didn't know what to play, and so now I'm playing this. And I was like, I could have easily done another video of Animal Crossing, but I was like, I don't feel like in the mood of recording it in the living room at the moment, so I'm gonna just stay in the bedroom or my room, whatever room. So let's get into this thing. I would think so. Yeah, let's do it. It's been so long. Literally last year since I've actually touched this game. Okay, so let's do this thing. Okay, so oddly, I felt well rested and ready for the day ahead. As I looked at James, who was still holding me, his eyes opened slowly and smiled down at me.
Good morning. Did you sleep better?
I think the audio is much better than what it was before for the first video because the audio was super ridiculous. So we're gonna just keep that at a bearable level. I nodded, causing him to chuckle and kiss my forehead. My own lips curled up into a smile as he touched my skin. I held him tighter, burying my head against his chest. Do we have to get up?
Unfortunately, we do. You have to organize more wedding arrangements, and I have to go to work.
Do you have to?
Yes, I do. Now come on, let's go.
I couldn't help it but whine. I wanted to stay with James in bed just a bit longer. However, he was the CEO of Anderson Toys Company and he had many obligations to attend to. And not even his future wife can pull him away from his duties. As James sat up, he took me into his arms, kissing me lovingly, making a smile grow back onto my cheeks. I couldn't be annoyed for long whenever he kissed me. You know, went downstairs, had breakfast together before James went to work. It was always depressing whenever he left me alone in the house. However, he was the CEO and I was currently still in school getting a degree. Luckily for me, all of my courses were online, so I didn't have to leave the house to get the degree I wanted. Attending classes in my pajamas was always way better than having to go to put on regular clothes. I stretch and yawn, still slightly tired, and wake up in the middle of the night. As I thought about that moment, I couldn't stop the images of that nightmare flashing through my mind. Quickly, I shook my head. Nope, it was a stupid dream. No. Before that night, I had a wonderful dream of James and I preparing a wedding, eventually seeing each other at the church, and he having seen my dress despite trying to. So he'd be stunned and I would be blushing and smiling from ear to ear. That one nightmare, however, worried me. What if it was an omen, a sign? I wrapped my arms around myself, feeling cold waves of nerves rush against my skin. My first instinct was to call Naomi and Suzu just to vent about it and get out of my system, but there is something supernatural at work, so they wouldn't understand. Closing my eyes, I made a decision. I took my phone out of my pocket and dialed the number that was on my phone without looking at it before bringing it to my ear. On the other line rang a couple times before I heard the voice arise.
Hello?
Sam? Crap. I didn't know Sam was still sleeping. Sam? Is Shari there? Is Shari awake?
Why are you calling?
Sam, you dork! Give me the phone! I know it's her!
Doofus, calm down.
Fine. Haha! Hello?
Oops. Okay, I smiled. Shari is Sam's wife. Yep, I said it. Wife. They've been married for almost a year, despite sounding as if they've been bickering half the time. They truly love each other. Sam had met her while investigating the haunted house. She was there, an architectural consultant, and they clicked as soon as they both left. What surprised me more is that the relationship, however, was that Shari knew that he had was before he confessed to her. Apparently, she was a witch, a person who's granted permission to know about magic and otherworldly creatures by angels and gifted by both demon and holy magic. I only know this about the otherworldly creatures because I have a relationship with one and I'm marrying him. Hey, Terry, are you free right now?
Huh? Well, I kinda just got out of bed, but let me check my schedule, okay? Give me a sec.
I heard Cherry climbing over Sam at one point, making him swear at her before he groaned in defeat of the situation. After a couple book flips from the other line, Carrie finally cheered.
I don't have anything scheduled for work today, so I'm all free. What do you need? Wedding advice?
No, not that. Mind coming over? I kind of want to tell you something.
Sure thing.
Actually,
Sam's got work today. It'll just be me. I'll even bring some pizza and stuff so we can have a fun girls' lunch. What do you say?
sounds great. See you soon. The phone call ended and I let out a sigh. That would be good for me. Carrie might be able to clear things up. I decided to clean as I waited. The mansion was huge after all, and it never stopped collecting dust. Soon enough, however, Carrie came with two pizza boxes in one hand and a bottle of pop in the other. I couldn't help but feel my stomach gurgle at the delicious smell. She brought deep dish pizza. I settled in my room and made the bed for our picnic area. We laid at the blanket and made sure crumbs didn't get on the bed itself, but like our makeshift eating spot.
What's going on? Are you having premarital trouble?
No, it's not about our marriage. Well, Kari, I don't know. I keep fucking up her name and saying it different ways till the sun don't shine. Okay. So Carrie tilted her head at me, wondering what was the matter. I began to doubt myself. Should I tell her about the nightmare? Maybe it was just a bad dream, and I'm just overthinking it. I closed my eyes, thinking about what to say. Eventually, I spoke up. I'm getting a second degree. I had a talk about that damn nightmare, girl.
Huh?
A nightmare.
Was it really bad?
Hell yeah, it was bad. I nodded, remembering how horrified I was in the nightmare, visibly shivering at the memory. Harry found and poured me a glass of pop.
Maybe I should have brought alcohol.
At this point. No. It wasn't that terrible. I swear. No, it was bad. Girl, it was bad. I rubbed the back of my neck and I relaxed. It was a nightmare, nothing real. But I should have been able to talk about it. The girl is bad. I sighed and looked up to Carrie. It was about James. He holding me in a jail cell. It wasn't at the wedding and left me. Girl, why are you giving me these choices of lying about it? No. Carrie stared wide-eyed at me, unsure of what to say. I continued. He looked cold and evil. Diana was there too, and she fucking died.
Diana? The succubus that tried to take the boys away?
Yeah, she was in the cell next to me but for some reason it seemed like she was trying to protect me.
Protect you? How?
By taking all his rage onto her and then he killed her? I only had like a few seconds of rewatching the own video because it's been so fucking long, but yeah. My mind instantly replayed the nightmare flashing when Diana gripped James' shoulder trying to pull him away from me. I couldn't help my body from wincing at the memory with her being shot by his gun. He came into the cell, he enthralled me, and Diana was shouting at him to leave me alone, and then Carrie reached over to place her hand over my shoulder, making me lower my head. It was strange to think about Diana protecting me, yet I couldn't feel the anger in her voice. I could feel the anger in her voice when James tried to approach me. She truly sounded like she wanted to protect me. He shot her with his demon gun and then she died. He came after me.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
It may not have been real, but my body couldn't help but the quake in fear when recalling the nightmare. I shook my head at Carrie, needing to know what was going on. Do you think it was an omen? That nightmare couldn't just be a dream. Can't. There you go. Can't be just a dream. Carrie ran her hands over her hair, or through her hair. How you say over? Oh my god. Just thinking over her hair. Blinked beneath us, and she bit her lip, and she com- contemplated, which made me worry.
You said a jail cell?
Uh, yeah, it was a stone dungeon.
Like in a medieval castle?
Yeah. Carrie shook her head again and ran her hands through her hair once more before looking at me.
I don't know if this is connected with that dream, but I've heard rumors about the abyssal plains being in utter chaos.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know what's happening exactly, but for the past 2 years, the demon world has been emitting some really bad energy. Even the angels are taking note of what's happening. They're even neglecting their duties to go to the demon world themselves.
That threw me off. According to Carrie, angels were extremely devoted to watching over the human world. They would never have skimped on their duties about the demon world. Carrie shook her head.
The only place I can imagine jail cells like that being used for prisoners is in the abyssal plains. But you and James are here in the human world, so it makes no sense.
Carrie abruptly moved from the bed and reached over to her purse, digging through, practically sticking her arm into it. I swore she was Miss Poppins the day I saw her do it the first time. Oh my god. Oh. Apparently, it's a demon branded bag called an endless satchel. Hey, Miss Mary Poppins is a witch. Oh, that'd be cool. That would make a lot of sense. Oh, but she could fly using an umbrella because umbrellas are not used for that science. Okay, I'm sorry. So you could stuff anything in there and be able to pull it back with ease as long as you picture it in your mind. Huh. Carrie pulled out something wrapped in a dark green silk. As she unfolded the cloth, she revealed a deck of cards. Oh, the what's it called cards? What are those cards called? I forgot what those cards called. Oh man, I'm guessing it's not those type of cards. Or you can actually see your future into them. On the faces, however, had different hand paintings that helped her recognize the tarot deck. That's what it was. I was like, is it a tarot deck? And I couldn't think of the name. Okay, but they were worn as if they emitted the power that made me shiver. That made a shiver run down my spine.
It's been a while since I've used this, but it might be able to shed some light on the situation.
Yeah, tarot deck cards are pretty good. As I watched, Carrie held the deck against her chest, closed her eyes, and muttered to herself. She lifted the deck to her lips and kissed the top of the cards before shuffling it. The cards practically danced and glided in between her fingers if they were alive, and she shuffled them in her hand. Eventually, she stopped the deck and settled them in her grip. She gently drew 3 of the cards on the top deck and faced them down in front of her, placing the remainder of the deck on the nightstand. She flipped over, revealing a wheel with multiple symbols on it. I stared at the card, and the wheel seemed to be spinning, making me slightly dizzy. Carrie mumbled to herself as she examined the
The
card.
Wheel of Fortune. Could this be about the demon world changing? No, it can't just be that. Someone changed something in the past and disturbed the fate of the abyssal plains.
I looked down at the card and taking note of what Cherry said. There were many things I knew that I personally had changed. I wasn't destined to get at Anderson's toy company. I met the boys and learned about magic, and I was going to make a big change in my life with this upcoming marriage. Carrie moved her hand and flipped another card, revealing a figure with a sword in her hand, and on a scale in another. Staring at the card, I swore I heard angry whispers in the air around me.
Justice? What could this be about? Could the change in the past be something so big that it demands justice's attention?
Wow. Oh, I didn't think of that. That would be justice. Yeah, it needs to justice balance the scale. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, my mind began to replay every choice that I've made in fast forward. My decisions that let the boys stay, to defend the boys against Malik's, to stand up to Diana. Everything rolled past my thoughts. Was one of those decisions one I shouldn't have made? I didn't get to think too long before Carrie picked the third one to reveal both Carrie and I
The
gasped.
King of Swords? But that card is not supposed to look like that.
Oh shit! That is not. Oh my god. I don't know much about tarot decks, but yeah, I agree. The king figure had sat on his throne with a large sword in his hand as if he was ready to attack the viewer. However, the card looks black and gold. Demon I recognized. James? What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got shivers, I swear. Okay, the picture, despite being simple, was powerful enough to. Yeah, me too! I literally just like really looked at it. It's like, oh my god. Okay. Okay, so as we started, however, the nightstand that held the remaining cards began to quake, forcing Carrie and Notes to look over
What
in
the-
surprise. The terror bay. What the fuck? Okay, flying through the frantically, the sounds of battle, war immense from them raging through the realm. Harry and I quickly went to shield our bodies from the. She covered her ears. I covered mine as well, but it didn't stop the sound of blood and crashing of swords from digging into my senses. I could almost feel the heat of danger in the image of war, that sound to the painting against my skin. As the sound stopped, I looked around, the cars floating down onto us, now lifeless and all of them torn half right down the middle. As they, what? As they landed. However, I was shocked to see that on the half of the card's face, Carrie looked up and gasped as well.
Impossible.
They're all the same? What? It's like as if all the cards became the same. On one half of the cards, I saw a girl. On the other, I saw a girl that had my hair style with a stream of tears running down her face and reaching out towards the torn edge. On the other, I saw a weeping boy with James' demon horns and a crown on his head that he's reached back. Yeah, he is. He is the next heir to the throne, actually. I'm getting shivers. Oh my god. Okay, the other half of Jesus. My heart practically stopped. Was this really happening? Can't believe my own eyes. I'm staring into the card for myself. My nightmare began to flash before my eyes, causing me to grip onto myself, shivering violently. As fear bubbled in my core, Carrie quickly grabbed a hold of me, hugging me to her.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes the cards are wrong. This can't be right.
Are you sure about that? Tarot cards are not supposed to do that shit. How could I believe her? I was staring at multiple torn cards showing me the exact same message. I gripped Carrie, feeling extreme fear and sadness running through my body.
Hey, look at me.
I looked up at Carrie. She gave me a small smile and squeezed me gently to her.
Magic is fickle, okay? The cards aren't always correct. Fate can always be changed. Remember that.
It can. Like the butterfly effect. That is a thing for a reason. Okay, I knew that she was trying to make me feel better, but I knew that something was going on. However, as the thoughts of our marriage came up, I knew that I had to calm down eventually. These cards in my marriage are still happening regardless of what they said. I closed my eyes, slowly starting to ignore the signs of the cards and my nightmare in my head. This wouldn't stop me from preparing my wedding. Carrie muttered an incantation underneath her breath, and I opened my eyes and the cards all disappeared. I hugged Carrie tighter, silently thanking her for removing them. I had to be stronger. I had to. As the day went on, I enlisted Carrie to help me with the wedding arrangements. Surprisingly, we got a majority of the work done, and so that gave us time to relax and watch a movie together before James returned from work. Wanting to leave us alone, Carrie left as soon as he came.
Hey, did everything go all right? I'm assuming Carrie helped.
Yes, she did. For some reason, I felt the need to hug him. I just needed to. Without warning, I walked up over and wrapped my arms around James, laying my head against his chest.
Love?
Like, mm-hmm. As James wrapped his arms around me, kissing the top of my head, I smiled. He would be with me and I would be
I
okay.
love you.
Aw. I love you too. My heart felt at ease. Everything would be fine. Everything would be okay. James looked down at me, pulling away slightly with my face with a
So,
smile.
what would you like for dinner? We can go out to eat, or we can stay at home and I can make something.
I held James' hand in mine, knowing that what I wanted is just to stay at home with him. We had more enough. We had more than enough for the wedding guests, but our time together was better spent alone, together rather than at a restaurant. How about we order food instead? You just came back from work. Might as well relax. James chuckled softly before kissing my cheek, making me giggle softly.
As my wonderful bride wishes.
We ordered takeout and stayed together in the room, once again making the bed in the picnic area. Bed a picnic area. We played a movie in the background as our focus on each other. He made himself comfy without a shirt. I made myself comfy with my head against his shoulder.
So, is everything alright? I made sure the reception hall was taken care of on my way back, so that should be in order.
Oh, wow. Good. Thank you. Yeah, everything's in order. I'll have a perfect
Was there
wedding.
anything you wanted to add to the wedding? It's not too late to include anything you like if you really want it.
No, I don't think so. I think everything we have is good. James nodded before continuing eating, however, stopped and stared at James. I was really getting married to him. It was strange to imagine I was really about to swear my life to someone for all time. It was like a dream come true. Why would I ever let something stupid like a nightmare shake me from it? Screw the nightmare. I was going to live a dream. I gently moved my food to the nightstand and placed a hand under James' plate, making him stop and look at me. Softly pulled it and away from him, placing the food next to mine, before crawling over James and sitting on his lap. Over his lap. What? On his lap? Okay, whatever. Promise me something.
Huh? Anything.
Promise to stay with me forever. It seemed like that a simple and obvious promise, but I wanted to hear him profess it. James continued to look at me, silently understanding that me needing my need to hear it, and wrapped his arms around my
I
body.
promise to stay with you forever.
Until the end of time?
Until the end of time.
Oh, you can't break your You can't break your promise to me ever.
I would never dream of it.
Oh. James moved his hand. Oh my God, it's so sweet. Then nuzzled into his hand and closed my eyes.
You're the one I want to spend my entire life with. I will give everything and more to you for as long as I possibly can as your husband.
I felt tears slowly run down my cheek, which were soon brushed away by James's thumb. I nuzzled further into his hand and held his wrist, almost hugging his arm to my
Is
chest.
the nightmare you had last night bothering you?
I couldn't help but nod in reply, frowning and biting my lower lip. I didn't want it to bother me. It wasn't worth it. I knew that James would stay with me and he would never hurt me. James gently wrapped his arm around me. Like, what? I keep forgetting on what exactly happened in the last episode. I just skimmed through it, but I know it was bad.
Do you want to tell me what happened, or will you be okay?
Oh, I don't know if I should tell him. Don't give me that option. Don't make me choose. I moved my arm wrapping around him. I wasn't sure if I should. Don't make. No! 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 Fuck! No! Damn it! I can't go back! Ah! No! I don't know what to do. Ah. Okay. If I tell him, then he'll know. Because then it's like, oh, it's just a stupid dream. And then if I tell him no, then it seems like, oh, she's so. Why did I press the button? I should have saved. Ah! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him because we're getting married, so shouldn't hide any secrets because it's like, if it's really bugging you, you should tell the other person because you told Jari and okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. I hope I don't get backfired with this. I really hope. I hope. I gently pulled away from him. Swear to God, I should have ended this video. Okay. So it was about to. I should have ended this video. Swear. Then I wouldn't have to actually think about this, and then it's gonna fucking shit. I'm just so mad. Okay, so I'm gently pulled away from him and looking into his eyes. I had to tell him it was about him after all. I was in a dungeon. I was with Diana.
Did she
No, actually, she was trying to protect me.
From who?
From you. James was surprised and remained silent as I continued. He told me that I don't want to read this again. If you've seen the last video, you should already know. But here's if you want to read it. I don't want to read it. For some reason, a weight lifted from my shoulders. It was a terrible dream, but James deserved to know. As I finished the nightmare, gently moved his hands up and took up my face.
Thank you for telling me, and I'm sorry that you experienced that kind of nightmare. But I swear to you that I will never hurt you.
Oh, okay, I feel good at my decision. Yay. I was kind of worried. I let myself become lost in his amber eyes. Yeah, they are amber. Wait, is that amber? It looks yellow. What's amber color? Oh, amber is yellow. I don't think that's really true amber. But whatever. So I could feel the love and care in his eyes. Voice. Yeah. I loved him. He loved me. We would protect each other for the other forever. Soon enough, the wedding day had come, and I had received many pre-wedding gifts from the guests, and that they would come. But I knew many people, and they would still be at the wedding since James is the Andrew Toy Company CEO. I even got some fun texts from Naomi. I don't know what to say. Suzu and Carrie. I'm just gonna keep on saying different things. As they tried to tease me with pictures of James in his wedding tux, but I deleted them all without peeking. I didn't want to see him yet. He was just getting he didn't get to see me in my wedding dress, so I had to wait to see him in his tux. Alas, I decided to dress alone in the mansion. The girls offered me help, but I needed time for myself. I reflected the day ahead. I was about to get married. It was insane. I couldn't stop staring at myself in the mirror, dressed in the wedding dress of my dreams. It's really happening. I knew the air wouldn't answer me, but I felt I needed to speak my thoughts aloud. I could hardly believe that it's something bad gonna happen. Okay, and then I thought this. Didn't I call it? A voice I didn't know said, I fucking caught it. I fucking caught it. I caught it. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it. Oh my god. Okay. I suddenly looked around hearing the voice. Oh, is that just a different language or is that chanting? It doesn't sound like a chanting type tone. What's going on? Why am I hearing voices? This shouldn't be happening. I held my head, trying to stop the sound and see if I was dreaming or imagining it. Okay, that sounds like a chant. Stop! Fucking shit is that? I screamed at the voices, not knowing what they were saying and wanting them to go away. What I didn't realize is that I was screaming aloud out some sort of spell that seemed to freeze the air around me. Huh? Oh. What a development I see. Um, okay, everything has been still for. Gee.
I knew it. I knew it. That girl has demon magic.
Shit. What the?
Then quit talking and let's take her. The demon lord will be so pleased.
Who? Before I could turn and search for the voices, I felt a hand grab hold of my feet, and I looked down and lifted my dress. Two pairs of evil-looking hands had taken hold of my ankles, reaching through the dark and purple pentagram. I shrieked, trying to pull my legs away, but couldn't stop them, and they swiftly pulled me into the ground. I was pulled deeper into the darkness. I was no longer in my room. I was being dragged into a deep void, one that I couldn't escape. I reached and clawed into the dark, trying to find someone to grab onto. I tried to pull my legs away from the hand that was holding me, but I couldn't pull free. What's going on? Why is this happening? Someone help me! As if someone had heard my scream, I suddenly felt hands let go and disappear, leaving me afloat in the darkness and left me. I shut my eyes. Please let this be a dream. Please let this be a dream. I finally felt the surface under my feet, and I collapsed onto it. My body curled into itself. Experience I had. I didn't dare tear my eyes away from my lap, not ready to get up just yet. The voice I heard, however, made my heart stop.
You! What are you doing here?
Diana? I woke up, finally had the courage to take in my surroundings. My heart stopped with the moment seizing my chest. Diana! I knew it! Ah! Why is it so... I'm trying to find a stopping point. I passed up my stopping point a long time ago. Oh my god. Okay. So, I see 5 strangers, monsters I didn't recognize. They all looked at me and subscribed as if I dropped out the very bad time. One man looked like an ore from a fantasy game without a tusk. With the tusk, he had broken horns, frightening ore around him. The other was a lanky, human. I want to stop reading now. Guess that's her. That's her. Diana? As she stared at me, the woman turned her body towards me and recognized the name that I called her. It was her.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I was not here, and I was not here by my own choice. Excuse me. Diana walked towards me and staring down at me. It was odd. She didn't look like a human, yet I wasn't afraid of her demon form as she walked towards me. I was more shocked at what was going on. Before Diana could speak further, more like to repeat herself, a figure quickly stepped towards her and bowed to her, kneeling beside her.
My lady, please forgive me. I felt something moving between our worlds and assumed the Demon Lord was to blame, so I intercepted his summoning of this human.
Oh.
You. So I wasn't the only one who felt the change in the air.
Oh, well, thanks. You saved my life. Okay, Diana started to... okay, yeah, I need to stop before I get any further. Save. Because if I get any further, oh my god, it's gonna be like another 10 minutes. Save right now. Slot 2. Okay, so I am stopping here because if I keep going, it's going to keep going on and on and on. It's going to be an hour-long video, and I do not want to download that. Even if I do have better internet, I don't care. So if you want to see more of this is getting super juicy. Oh my, this is getting much better than even the first damn game. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love games like this. Like, you're gonna give me a plot twist, you're gonna like, I like to see a roller coaster in books, movies, all that good stuff. Games, yes. 10 out of 10 right now. Yes. The beginning was slow, but the beginning was like, oh my god, what's this going on? But it's such a roller coaster. I love it. So I'm going to keep on playing this. Don't matter if you see it or not. I'm still gonna play this. I'm still gonna record it. Don't matter. So, but of course, if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. Bye.